Are you considering a super automatic coffee machine and want to know what Philips coffee machines can offer you? Do you want to see how it prepares an espresso or a cappuccino? Do you want to know if it's difficult to clean? Stay with us, and we'll show you all its secrets in this in-depth review. Today we bring you this in-depth review of the Philips 3200 coffee machine with the LatteGo system. If you are thinking about this coffee machine, the first thing you should know is that it is a super automatic machine, which means it grinds the coffee just before brewing it. This way, you get a much more intense and nuanced coffee flavor compared to what you can achieve with other coffee machines. What you see here is the spout that directs the coffee to the grinder, and this knob allows us to adjust the coffee grind. The finer the coffee is ground, the more intense the flavor. But be careful, it can only be adjusted when the grinder is in operation. Philips coffee machines stand out especially because they have a very intuitive operation and allow you to customize beverages very easily and prepare them with the push of a single button. On the control panel, you can see these buttons that allow you to select the type of beverage you want to prepare. Specifically, this Philips 3200 model with LatteGo allows us to choose from 6 different beverages. And these 3 buttons allow us to adjust the coffee intensity, the amount of coffee, and the amount of milk. But maybe the best thing is to see it in action preparing, for example, an espresso. We select the espresso by pressing this button. We adjust the coffee intensity with this button. And finally, the amount of coffee. Once we've personalized it to our liking, we press play and, as you can see, the coffee starts grinding for a few seconds. This process is a bit noisy, but to me at least, it didn't seem as exaggerated as I had read in some reviews. Before starting to brew the coffee, the machine does a small rinse. It's just a few drops, but if you want to avoid them falling into the cup, you can always move it aside and put it back once the rinse is done. And now, the freshly ground coffee starts to come out with an unmistakable aroma. In this case, since we indicated we wanted a medium-sized espresso, as you can see, the machine served us half a small cup. As you can see, it has a fantastic tone with just the right layer of crema. And now that we've prepared an espresso, let's see how it prepares a cappuccino. The LatteGo system is very easy to use. As you can see, we simply remove the lid and add the milk directly. Now let's see how the machine prepares a cappuccino. We place the cup here, select cappuccino on the panel, and it will ask us what coffee intensity we want, the amount of coffee, and, unlike what we've seen with the espresso, we'll need to indicate the amount of milk we want. In this case, we'll set intensity to 3, coffee to 2, and milk to 2. And as you can see, the LatteGo system starts to dispense the milk. I'm going to let the complete preparation play so you can see the whole process. I take this opportunity to mention that this machine, besides making cappuccinos, also prepares another milk-based recipe, the latte. The main difference is that a cappuccino has a similar proportion of coffee and milk, while a latte has much more milk than coffee. One of the interesting features of this machine, as I mentioned earlier, is that it allows you to adjust the amount of milk. So, regardless of the recipe you're preparing, you'll be able to personalize the drink to your liking with the coffee intensity, coffee amount, and milk amount with the settings I showed you earlier. And as you can see, once it has finished dispensing the milk, the machine starts to dispense the coffee. It's really fantastic to be able to enjoy such a good cappuccino in such a convenient way, just by pressing a button. And here you can see the final result. A perfect and delicious cappuccino with a fluffy layer of foam. And to finish, I would just like to show you how to clean the machine. The truth is, it's very simple. Here you can see how to remove the tray to discard the coffee grounds. Here we have the tray for the excess liquid, which can be placed under the tap or even in the dishwasher. And lastly, we have the LatteGo system, which, as you can see, is very easy to remove the lid and discard any leftover milk. Removing the entire group for cleaning is also very easy. Besides this, about once a month, you will need to clean the infuser group inside the machine, but I'll show you that in another video so as not to make this one too long. And that's all. If you liked this coffee machine, Remember, you can find a link with the best Amazon offers in the description and comments of this video. And if you want to know more about this coffee machine, don't miss the next video. See you in the next video. Take care.